So you're probably asking yourself how a handsome devil like me ended up in a place like this with you, right? Alright, I'll tell you the whole story, but I warn you, it ain't pretty. May seem hard to believe, but these chiseled good looks have seen a whole lot of ugly. So I guess I'd have to start with the book. Legend has it that it was written by the Dark Ones. Necronomicon Ex Mortis, roughly translated, the Book of the Dead. About 20-some-odd years ago, Professor Nobi unearthed the book at Castle Kandar and accidentally unleashed the Deadites in the woods outside Dearborn. That's when I got involved. To make a long story short, I was sent to hell and back, and then back again. And again. But enough about that. Let's talk some more about me. Like, for example, how did I end up here? Well, I guess you could say it all started with a woman. A woman in that godforsaken book.
Welcome, true believers, to another chilling episode of Mysteries of the Occult. I'm Trisha Pettywood, your guide into the realms of shadow and the arcane. Joining me tonight is parapsychologist and best-selling author Professor Alex Eldridge, author of the critically acclaimed Necronomicon. Welcome, Professor.
Thank you, Tricia. It's truly an honor to be here in the very town where my late colleague, Professor Nobi, began his career.
Oh, the honor is all mine. Your brilliant modern translation of this ancient text has set the world on fire. I'm told there's even a film in the works.
Oh, please. That hack wouldn't know the real Necronomicon from a roll of extra fluffy two-ply.
Here, this one's on me. I'm awful sorry about Jenny. Tonight would have been 10 years, right?
Oh yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Chief. You're a real pal for throwing some margarita salt on the wound there. Perhaps you'd like to poke me in the eye with an umbrella straw while you're at it.
And what do you make of the local Dearborn man that claims the Necronomicon has the power to raise the dead, or even travel interdimensionally through time?
While it's easy to get caught up in the mythology behind the book, I'm afraid that sort of thing is just the sad, depraved ramblings of a lunatic. The real power of the Necronomicon lies not in the incantations, but in the poetry.
Did you hear that? The guy called me a lunatic. Can you believe that? You want to see a lunatic, buddy? Why don't you come on down here and I'll show you a whole bottle full of lunatics.
Absolutely fascinating, Professor. We may never know what really happened in that cabin in the woods, but perhaps tonight we can finally shed some light on this famous local mystery.
There I was, face to face with the mother of all ugly. So I say, come get some, and blam, no more Mr. Nasty Face.
Thanks to my investigative work into the Nobi case, I've managed to uncover this amazing piece of evidence. Here in my hand is the last known tape of Professor Nobi, recorded the very night of his disappearance.
But then it went bad. My own hand, it grabs the knife and I...
In a Mysteries of the Occult exclusive, we're going to play the tape live in studio.
Huh?
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Wait. What the hell are you doing? Don't play it. Don't play that... tape.
Strata, Montos, Nosferatus,
Make mine a double. When you've just emptied both barrels of a shotgun into your favorite bartender, you can pretty much bet that happy hour is over. I went outside to see just how bad the situation was. It was bad. Past experience told me it would get a whole lot worse unless someone hit the deadites where it hurt. And seeing as how the TV station was their shortcut into this world, I figured that was a pretty good place to start. But first, I had to find more weapons. My trusty boomstick was almost empty.
You've got to save us!
Hey, Captain, you boys having a little R&R, I see, huh? Dusting the girls for fingerprints, are you?
Funny man. Those things in the yard have taken over the strip club, along with pretty much the whole town. Long as they stay in there, we hold these positions. Which means unless you're a cop, you can just turn right around.
Now relax, I'm on the job, see? Working Vice. Deep undercover, you get me?
You got a badge to back that up?
Does a tiger have spots?
Good enough for me. Go have a ball.
Yes, sir, you may have another. Oh, crap. Monster. Ah. There goes Sanguis. You're stinking up my town. Now look at that, you're all out of guts. So, what exactly was the plan here, Einstein? Run your hand up the thigh of the supernatural till you get your wrist slapped?
I do seem to have underestimated the power of the book somewhat. These creatures, if we leave them alone, will they eventually go away?
Oh, sure, they'll go hang out with the Easter Bunny. Listen, Brainiac, these are the mother of all pest problems, and we are the exterminators. You know any good rid the world of demons routines?
I always thought these writings were mere superstitious nonsense. Professor Nobi was the one who truly believed in the Necronomicon's power.
3 cheers for Nobi. Did he leave any notes? Any egghead stuff that might tell us how to give these mothers the kiss off?
He was obsessed. He wrote endlessly, but would never show me his notes. I don't know what happened to them after he died.
Well, they gotta be somewhere. And if we're gonna live to see daylight, we have to find them. So, after I saved them from a closed casket funeral, Trish and Eldred showed their gratitude by running for cover in the church, leaving yours truly with the dirty work. Eldridge thought Professor Noby made some notes which could help us get out of this thing alive. He seemed to think someone at the university knows where the notes are now. Personally, I figured the cops who investigated Noby's murder might have a better idea.
Thanks, fella. Not sure how you did that, but I'm glad you did. Take this pistol. It might get you out of trouble if you're short on shotgun ammo.
Get back! All of you, back! I'll make sure the Dean hears about this.
We don't like your class very much, Professor. We're transferring out after we devour your soul.
What's going on now? It's the end of the world! What are these things?
Well, I solved your little discipline problem there, Prof. No thanks necessary. Now I'm looking for the notes Professor Noby made before he died. Any idea where I can find him?
Noby's notes? Why, as it happens, I have them myself, but I don't think they'll be much use to you.
You'd be surprised, Prof. I'm not as dumb as you've heard.
Well, I should hope not. Wait here, and I'll fetch the notes.
Okay, you guys want to retake the semester? That's fine by me. Whoa.
Wasn't that a case of overkill?
No, I'd say it was just enough kill. You got the notes, Bright Boy?
Yes, but as I said, I'm afraid they won't be much use to you.
What, you don't think I'm smart enough to read a few crummy notes?
I know you're not. You see, Professor Noby wrote everything he learned about the Necromonicon using a cipher.
A what? Remind me what that means.
It means he wrote it in code. He was clearly aware of how dangerous the book could be. I've spent years analyzing the notes, but without the cipher, they're gibberish. And no one has seen the cipher since Noby died.
Supposing they had, would it look something like this?
The cipher!
Not so dumb now, eh, Brainiac? I found it at the police station with Noby's personal effects.
Oh, how resourceful. Tell me, you didn't happen to find an old gold watch when you were borrowing his belongings, did you?
Can't say that I did.
If you do find it, bring it to me. I'll reward you handsomely.
So, in English, that would be, you'll make it worth my while, right?
helping them!
When I returned with the goods, I found that someone had beaten me to the church. The Padre was dead and the other two were AWOL. They were probably dead too, but I had to be sure. Oh, what can I say? I got my sensitive side too. And besides, I sure as hell wasn't going to translate that crackpot's notes by myself. Hey, I think I just found a key. What the hell? Trisha and Eldridge. I better get in there fast or they'll be resting in pieces. Ah, lovely. The gates are locked. Plenty more where that came from.
At last! I can finally read Professor Nobi's notes. Excellent. Yes, it's all here. It seems Nobi learned that a mortal could control these evil spirits using an ancient relic called the Kandarian Summoning Stone.
By control, you of course mean destroy, right? Isn't that right?
Destroy? Yes, of course. The summoning stone can be used to send them back to their own dimension. We must find it.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Where do we start looking?
If it's here, then it must be in the museum. Nathaniel Payne, the man who built it, was a great collector of occult artifacts. If the summoning stone is as important as Nobi thought, Payne would have found it. Trisha and I will go to the museum and try to find the stone. You must close the remaining vortexes that have opened around town. That should buy us some time.
You know, would it kill you to say please just once in a while? Kiss my boomstick. When I finally got inside the museum, it was dark and quiet. You know, what the hell happens next kind of quiet. There was no sign of Tricia or Eldridge. Then again, seemed like the legions of the undead were on a break too. I figured now would be a good time to look around for my two compadres.
Freeze! Don't come any closer!
Or what, you'll shout freeze again?
Sorry, buddy. I thought maybe you were one of those creatures.
Oh, it's an easy mistake. Sure, I look just like him. Hey, listen. You seen a cute but annoying redhead and a nutty professor hanging around the museum?
They're not in here, and I sure as hell haven't been out there. Not since the exhibit started coming to life. I always knew something like this would happen someday.
You did?
This place was built by a man called Nathaniel Payne. Big on the occult, brought in weird artifacts from all over. Rumor was he even built some kind of secret temple in here for making blood sacrifices.
Well, people sure got some weird hobbies, don't they? Where is this Payne guy now?
No one knows. They say one day, about 20 years ago, he went down into his temple and just never came out.
Well, he must have cable. Do you know if Payne got a hold of a Kandarian summoning stone?
I don't know, but it sure sounds bad.
Well, just think pure evil and you'll be close.
Evil was Payne's specialty. If he had the stone, it'll be in the temple.
Well, then I need to get in there. Can you give me a hand?
There's supposed to be a hidden entrance someplace in the museum. Here's my security pass. It'll give you access to the East Wing exhibits. I'll open up the basement. I opened all the doors in the basement. Only one of them stuck. The system's flaking out. I'll keep on trying.
be or not to be? Not to be.
Tennis ad anime.
Yep, some are born to use a chainsaw. Others have chainsaws thrust upon them. Bye-bye, Mr. Nasty Face. Four holes cut into the door. I wonder what those symbols represent. This'll do the job. One day I hope to turn my back on violence forever. Till then, I'm gonna love my work. Hello? Anybody here? I'm looking for a Nathaniel Payne. Nathaniel Payne? No? It's about the Kandarian summoning stone. See, I need to borrow it for a while. Look, I'll bring it right back, okay?
Who disturbed my rest?
Ooh. Hey, if this is a bad time, I can come back.
No, this is the perfect time. For you to die!
Gesundheit. Oh, mama. Somebody light a match. Oh. Anybody got a pooper scooper handy? Yep, that's one hell of a stone, all right.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Remind me never to let you decorate my place. Here you go, Doc. Make yourself useful.
I'll see what I can do.
So, tell me, Trish, what do you do with yourself when you're not chasing spooks and demons?
Why do you ask?
Well, I was thinking maybe when Dr. Demento here finishes this little exorcism, I'd give you the chance to score with the captain of Team Kick-Ass. That would be me.
Gee, Ash, I don't know. People around town say you're crazy. Dangerous, even.
Nikto.
Baby?
Kanda Nosferatus.
Wine.
Barada.
Hold that thought. Something tells me we're not all playing on the same team.
We are the things that once were and shall be again. Dead by dawn.
You know, I was afraid you were going to say that.
What's happening? Where did he go?
Well, something tells me it ain't summer camp. I'm going to have to take a rain check on the lovin', baby. Looks like my work here is just getting started.
You're not going in there. Are you crazy?
Crazy is as crazy does, baby. Now give me some sugar. I followed Eldritch through the vortex, but very quickly wished I hadn't. My landings needed work. There was worse to come. I'd caught up with Eldritch all right, only it looked like he was now playing trumpet in the Salvation Army of Darkness.
Right on cue. I knew you'd follow me. Nothing if not predictable, my cretinous friend.
Watch who you're calling friend. You know, you can judge a man by the company he keeps, and yours smells like roadkill, pal.
And yet I suspect they're your intellectual equals. Excuse me if I leave you to become acquainted. It's late, I'm tired, and I still have to take over the world.
hope to turn my back on violence forever. Till then, I'm gonna love my work. Looks like you're out of places to run, Eldritch.
Like a backward child, you can't resist sticking your finger in the electrical socket, can you?
You're up to the elbow already, Einstein. Give it up.
By way of farewell, Mr. Ash, I arranged a little family reunion. One false move, and your not-so-illustrious ancestor goes to his grave without an heir. Some might call that a blessing. But for you...
All right already, I get the picture.
Allow me to join the dots. He dies, you die. Which is why you're going to run a little errand for me. I need a spell to send me back through the vortex. Unfortunately, some of our undead friends want it too.
So you want me to slice and dice and bring back the spell, right?
I think that plays to your strengths, don't you? The spell is in 5 pieces. Bring all 5 to me, and I'll spare the blacksmith.
You know something, Eldritch? Your mouth is like my ass. Nothing good ever comes out of it.
Spare me your feeble insults and get to work.
Okay, Eldritch, here's the spell. Now let the blacksmith go.
At last. Now, if you'll excuse me. Clutu, monstro, condo ad revertens.
Hey, Merlin, we had a deal.
Goodbye, Ash, and good riddance.
I'll follow you to hell and back, Eldritch. And back again.
I'm afraid for you that's a one-way ticket. Take one step closer, and my friends kill the blacksmith, remember?
Obis ad anime.
You're not not. Hey, how they hanging, Gramps?
Just peachy. You're a Williams for sure. Welcome to the family, fella.
Thanks, but I'm afraid I got some unfinished business on the other side of that vortex.
I understand. Guess a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Thought of making that the family motto.
Sounds swell. Here, I found this for you. I guess now I'll never know what you made out of it.
I'll use it well, kinsman.
Well, so long, old fella. And take care of yourselves, will you, for both of our sakes. A quick spin through dimensions and I landed right after Eldritch. But it looked like we took another detour through History 101. Eldritch hightailed it into some kind of old fort and showed them his party piece with a vortex. By the sounds coming from inside, they weren't too impressed. One thing was for sure, though. I had to find a way into that fort.